what's up?
Let me turn you up a little bit. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, and you're loud. I'm gonna turn you down a bit. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I think you're a bit too
Awesome.
close to me.
Yeah, I cannot like adjust where I sit, I think.
Oh,
No,
fuck.
I cannot. Oh, I can.
Can you?
Now it can be a bit more awkward.
Perfect. Perfect. We got the ferrets. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Look at this little
This is gonna
cutie.
be amazing. Did you turn off your microphone or something?
No, no. I have push to talk on.
Oh, you have push to talk. I get it.
Oh,
Hmm. Okay, but are you ready?
I was born ready.
You were born ready. I believe you. I believe you. Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Nizzareth, and today we're actually celebrating the premiere of my podcast. This podcast is about streamers who are discussing a bit about themselves, and I want you guys to get to know Nefas tonight a bit better. The podcast series is named "The Joy of Gaming: A Streamer's Perspective," and I wonder now, how are you doing today, Nafas?
Awful.
You're doing awful. How come? Tell me.
I had a terrible morning raid. But no.
Oh, you
I'm,
had a
I'm doing
terrible.
okay. I'm doing okay. In all seriousness, I'm doing okay.
No. I want to know about it. A terrible morning. It sounds like it sounds like a story.
Yeah, yes, it's definitely a story, but it's whatever. It's just something.
It's whatever. Okay. So
They're both equally as bad.
I'm not sure that everyone here in Twitch chat might be knowing who you are. So do you mind telling us a bit who you are and what you're doing here on Twitch?
Uh, I guess I who I am as a streamer, or just
Yeah, exactly. What's your name and what are you doing here on Twitch?
what's my name? Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna let him go soon.
Your
My so I guess my Twitch handle, or rather my online handle, is Nefas or NefasQS. I'm primarily a PvE streamer for ESO. Um, and I'm also one of the 10 ESO class reps. And that's pretty much it. I stream raids, I stream vet trials, I stream vet content, and this ferret really wants to go. But as for my name, a lot of people have called me different names over the years of my life. But my first name right now is or rather not right now. Sorry, my first name is Casper. So
okay.
there you go. That's one secret already out in this interview.
Oh, the name Casper is out there. Awesome. Love it. And my name is Simon, aka Nizzareth, and I'm a regular streamer here on Twitch. I'm streaming Elder Scrolls Online now, permanently, and I'm also doing this podcast show, The Joy of Gaming: A Streamer's Perspective. And I'm gonna interview different streamers now several times this month in March here, and we're going to discuss a lot about feelings, a lot about family life now, but a lot about things we actually do not know about the streamers. So Nefas, are you ready for some warm-up?
Sure, ask me whatever you want.
Okay, here we go then.
Uh-oh.
Twitch chat, are you ready?
Is Twitch chat ready
Okay,
for more
do you
personal
have any
questions?
siblings?
One.
One.
One brother.
Okay. Do you prefer movies or series?
Movies or series? Like movies or shows?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a tough one. Probably movies.
Probably movies. What's your spirit animal?
It's gonna be a ferret.
Okay, I have to ask, what's up with the ferrets?
What's up with the ferrets? Okay. So I've never really had pets in my life.
No?
No dogs, no cats, no. I mean, I had goldfish, but goldfish are not really pets. They're just like almost ornamental in a way. So
Mm-hmm.
one day I was like, all right, I want a pet. I'm gonna try a dog. But my girlfriend at the time was like, I think a dog is way too much for the first time, right?
Okay.
Too much responsibility. So I was like,
Makes
okay,
sense.
how about we go something smaller? And then we looked at a fucking guinea pigs,
Mm.
and we were gonna get one. But then one day we went back to the store, and then there was this new area of the store, and in that
Okay.
new area was a new animal, the ferret or the ferrets, and we
Oh,
just instantly fell in love with a couple of them, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Right now,
so how many do you have?
we have a total of 4. Right now, though, I
You have
have
a
only
total of
2 with
four.
me. Yeah,
Okay. Wow. That's some responsibility, at least.
no, not really. They're actually pretty easy maintenance. They're pretty easy to maintain as pets.
Okay.
Yeah, really easy. They're going off over the
So,
bed.
do you get disturbed a lot when you're trying to sleep and such, or do you have them like in a cage, or how do you live with your ferrets?
Um, Sometimes you can sleep with them, but most of the time they have their own kind of space, play space.
Okay.
Plus, they have their own like. I spoil them too much. I think they have their they have their own like 2-story cage slash house.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Do you like design and decorate their house
Oh
just as
hell yeah, I
you
pimp that shit out. Like you ever
just
watch
like in
that?
Elder Scrolls Online?
Pretty much. But you ever watch that show, Pimp My Car or something? Yeah, that's how
Yeah,
I do with
exactly.
these
Yeah,
guys. They're so spoiled. Pretty much.
yeah. Oh, that sounds
They're
amazing.
gone.
So what's the ferrets' names?
So the first one we got was the female, the girl.
Mm.
She actually shares my birthday, which is
Oh.
interesting. And we got her, and then we named her Riften,
Mm.
Elder Scrolls. And then the second one we got was Blackheart because that's the first dungeon me and my ex girlfriend did together.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the third one we got was I think just the white one that most people just saw on the stream,
Yeah.
Stoneheart, which is also named after a boss in the Elder Scrolls Online. It's
Oh.
the one from
Mm.
Bloodroot Forge. So it's
Yeah.
complementing names: Blackheart, Stoneheart, and then the last one we got sort of on a whim. I don't think we really needed a fourth, but we call him Thelms because if you're familiar with the Asylum Sanctorium boss or mini boss in ESO, Thelms jumps around quite a lot. He's very active, very annoying to
Yeah.
handle. And that's our fourth favorite. That pretty much sums it up.
So everyone is actually named from some part of Elder Scrolls Online.
Pretty much, pretty much.
Kudos. Well done. Well done. I like it. Let's see here. So Nefas, how many languages do you know?
How many languages do I know? Like fluency, or do I'm just familiar with that I can like get by?
Well, whatever. Go for it.
I'm fluent in 4 languages,
Four languages.
um,
Wow.
or 3 technically, and the other ones I just kind of know I can get by if I ever go to the country.
Mm.
And it's because of a result of my really large amount of traveling I've done in the past.
Okay.
But in terms of fluency, like in read, write, speak, it's going to be English, Korean, French, and Thai.
Okay. Hmm. Interesting.
And Latin, but
uh,
Latin you don't
what's
really.
your worst fear?
What's my worst fear? we we kind of jumped. I feel like we kind of jumped from,
It's
oh
it's
hey,
it's
how many languages can you speak, and like, oh, what's your worst fear? Tell me your deepest darkest secret.
it's warm up. It's warm up.
Okay, I accept that. I accept. Okay, it's a warm
Yeah.
up. What's my strongest or darkest? Wait, what was the question again? What's my worst
Worst
fear?
fear. Yeah.
Probably regret. That's probably my worst. Probably my worst fear.
Hmm. This is a bit odd. What are your thoughts on garden gnomes?
Garden gnomes. Like the lawn ornaments? I guess I
Yeah,
don't really
sure.
have an opinion on them, but they are kind of hideous. So I guess that's my opinion on garden gnomes.
Hideous, huh? Hmm.
Hideous. Fucking hideous. Don't do lawn ornaments unless you're good at it.
If you could choose a talent,
Talent.
what would it be and why?
If I had to choose a talent,
Yeah.
well, it would be a talent at driving because I'm Asian. But if I had to actually pick a serious talent, it'll probably be a talent with a stringed instrument, like a violin or a
Oh,
guitar.
okay.
I'm never really, I'm really always jealous of people who can play those instruments because I've played piano in the past. I played clarinet, oboe, saxophone, but I never could get a handle on stringed instruments for whatever reason.
Okay, okay.
Why are you struggling so much? Struggle town, struggle bus,
If you
pain
were
bus.
giving a giraffe, you already have animals, right? So if you were given a giraffe and you couldn't like sell it or give it away, what would you do?
If I had a giraffe, what would I do with it?
Yeah.
Well, I think my first thought would be, can I eat it? If I can't
I,
eat it, I might as well sell it.
eat it. Hilarious.
I mean, have you ever tried giraffe? I haven't tried giraffe. I'm very curious.
Who wouldn't be?
Who didn't want to eat a giraffe? Like, come on.
What do you think about technology nowadays?
Um, that's a tough question. Technology. What do I think about it? So I think it's pretty cool that we've gone from fucking like really bad 90s 80s internet to having internet and stuff like that be available for everyone. I have pretty impressed with how far we've come actually within the span of 20 30 years, which is pretty amazing, remarkable. But at the same time, I feel like technology sort of has ruined some of the more social interactions we could have with other people. Like I go to a restaurant and I see a lot of people just sort of on their phones and or cafes, and they don't really talk to each other. When back in the day, you'd probably have people go to cafes and actually interact with each other. Not like you go to Starbucks right now,
Yeah.
and no one really. I don't know. It doesn't feel as human as before, but whatever. There's that aspect of technology, but overall, I mean, technology is fine.
So, if
What a
do
bad.
you name one thing we won't have in 20 years,
Name
like
one thing we won't have in 20 years.
like technology wise. Well, what do you think?
That we won't have or we will have?
We won't have.
We won't have. We won't have. Oh my goodness. What won't we have in 20 years? This is a tough one. I don't know. This is a weird question.
Do you want to jump it? It's a
Well,
hard
in terms
one.
of technology, what we won't have? Huh. Uh, maybe like I don't know, phone covers, something, or maybe mouse pads.
Mouse pads.
Yeah, maybe mice will get so good in 20 years if we're still alive by then that we won't even
Yeah,
need mouse
exactly.
pads.
It is looking so
Ferret.
good right now. Let's see here. So, if we won't have mouse pads in 20 years, if you had the power to remove one food dish from the world, what dish would it be?
One food dish from the world? I wouldn't want to do that.
Do you
One
like
food dish
food?
from the world. I love food. I don't think I could
Mm.
ever bring myself to remove a food, even if it's like repugnant. Because I don't know, there's something about the culinary experience that even if it's
Mm.
like far out of this world or what you're not used to culturally, I think I don't know if I could ever remove a food. But if I had to remove a food, whoop, it would probably be pineapple on pizza. I don't know. Something about that kind of doesn't make sense to me sometimes.
That's awesome because my my next question is,
Especially with
what's
ham.
your
I don't
best
understand that.
topping on the pizza? So I guess not pineapple, huh?
Well, I like it sometimes, but people
Okay.
put some weird shit toppings on with pineapple. I don't understand why, but I don't know. Did I disconnect?
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Okay. Let's see here. And for the last one of the warm up round, if you could put something, whatever you want, in a virtual room, what would that be?
If I could put one thing in a what room? Virtual?
Yeah, a virtual room.
Wait. A virtual room or a version room? I'm sorry. I'm not,
Virtual.
virtual room, like a ESO housing or something like that?
Exactly.
Oh man. What would I what would I put? Probably a garden that you can actually harvest.
Oh,
Yeah. For like, I don't know, alchemical reagents or flowers or something. Chocolate and onion pizza. You guys are disgusting.
that's a
You
great
who does?
thought. Awesome. Do you feel warmed up, Nefas?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely exercise my brain with some of these questions. Like, what will we have in 20 years in terms of technology? Yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty good
Yeah,
one.
it's a hard one because
Oh fuck! You jumped on my keyboard. I think she closed my Discord. Hold on. We're having technical difficulties because my ferret leaped onto the keyboard.
it's
Okay, sorry about that. My ferret just jumped on the keyboard and
oh
killed the
no,
Discord.
no worries.
Okay, so what was the question?
It was no question.
Okay, perfect. Now we're on the right
Yeah.
track. We're on the same page. We're on the same page.
Let's see here.
I have no idea where they went.
We actually have some active Twitch chat here also. They're asking, would you remove dogs from pizza, Nefas?
I've never seen dog meat on pizza, so I think the question is kind of irrelevant. It's fucked up.
Also, giraffe on pizza, would you remove that?
And then, well, I've never tried giraffe,
No,
so I don't know
but you
if I
would.
could.
Yeah, so,
I would definitely try giraffe. I think it's
yeah,
good to try one thing at least once in your
yeah,
life.
exactly.
Like in terms of food, I've eaten so many weird shit. That's culturally weird, I guess, to most
Yeah.
Westerners. What the fuck?
But Nefas, pretty much you have done an amazing, amazing
Wait.
journey this last 8 months, getting Twitch partnered and actually doing all this cool content on Twitch. Do you mind tell us a bit about your journey? Where did it all begin?
Uh, hmm. This is a long story. Okay, so I guess it all began when I started making, not really for an audience, for like other guildies, other people that I knew. I just started posting videos on YouTube of what I was doing, how I was
Mm,
tanking, how I was DPSing, how I was healing. And then that sort of, I guess, evolved into something I wanted to spread to a wider audience. I'm still trying to do that. And I mostly did it for fun. Nothing like, oh, I want money or I want fame. So that's pretty much it still right now, sort of. And then once I started doing YouTube, I started looking at Twitch because back then we didn't have Discord. We didn't have places where we can like freely stream to show people what we were doing during fights. So we used Twitch, and that's pretty much it. And then from there, I just kind of streamed on and off. Sometimes I would seriously consider, oh, maybe I should start streaming as a streamer or whatever. But then I finally decided, I think really for the first time ever, past all the doubts and so forth, I'm gonna start seriously streaming last year, 8 months ago, and now 8 months later, here we are. Well, you're big today.
wow. Do you uh, do you feel like
I want a ferret.
does it feel real to you? Because it's
It feels surreal at times that
yeah,
I'm doing YouTube and Twitch. It's weird. It's definitely surreal when people tell me I learned a lot from you, or say I inspired them or some shit, or I get really uncomfortable with that because I don't really like people putting me on a pedestal, which is it just makes me really uncomfortable. I'm just a
okay,
human. Just like I make so many mistakes. If you ever watch my streams and I try to work on improving, you'll see I do a lot of mistakes. I just don't understand why. I think that's a dangerous aspect of content creation, that the followers, and I'm not even talking about myself at this point, the followers tend to be a bit worse than the
yeah,
creators. Yeah, I don't know. It just makes me uncomfortable. Actually, I'm also very uncomfortable with taking selfies or even being on webcam. So every
okay,
time I stream, I sort of like, I'm just like, oh, should I turn off the webcam or should I turn on the webcam? And then, back then decided, hey, well, in terms of streaming, I think it's better for people to try to relate more to you
mm,
through a face. So that's why I do it. But it's still, I still can't shake off this feeling. I hate taking pictures. I hate being on camera. But here I am talking to you and to people on Twitch on a camera. So I
yeah.
don't know.
But that's a really strong thing to do. While you actually feel uncomfortable, to actually just jump out and do these things, because people are certainly appreciate it. It's you you have a lot of good knowledge about the game, and you have a great personality. So how how you you talk a lot about that you are trying to develop your skills in in how you're playing the game. How do you think about your development stream wise?
That's a good question.
How do you prepare for a stream? How do you looking for things you want to do better and stuff like that?
In terms of trying to improve the streams and so forth, I just actually this sounds pretty messed up, but I actually look at what other streamers do,
Okay,
and
yeah,
I'm like, well, what makes them rile up their communities to come out and watch them? What makes people want to watch them? And I watched a
mm,
variety of streamers, not just ESO streamers, but just to like study and research. And I've noticed it's just engagement. I think at the very basic level, I think you just have to engage with the viewers or engage with people who come to your stream. I mean, if I go, it makes sense because if I go to a stream and this guy is PvPing or PvEing, and I say something in chat, and he doesn't respond to it, or he or she doesn't respond to it, it's sort of like, well, I'm disinterested as well. So I think the first thing I learned, if I wanted to seriously start pushing for Twitch partner and so
yeah.
forth, is viewer engagement. Other than that, there's other fun stuff that I've come up with the help of people who subscribe to the stream who suggested really brilliant ideas, like I don't know, dressing up like Santa Claus for the past for December. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah, yeah. I can totally relate to that. I was doing a drag show stream for 8 hours last year. So your community tends to do stuff like that to their streamers sometimes, and I think that's amazing. I think that's a really good way to show yourself vulnerable, and that you actually, just as you said, you're only human, and that's quite humane to reach out to your viewers in that kind of way. uh,
It's hard for me,
how
especially because I'm
Mhm.
primarily a PvE raider, so
Yeah.
I can't really engage with people when I'm either raid leading or just doing my own job in the raid, because it actually divides up my attention and focus too much. I actually had someone follow me the other day, and they were like, "Wow, this streamer doesn't acknowledge my follow." And
Oh,
I was dodging dragon breaths. I was like stacking ads, and I'm like, I don't know, dude. But that's a challenging aspect of my content. I think that's primarily it.
Mm. Do you do anything in particular to reach out to those people afterwards?
No. Maybe I should. I mean, I try to say
Yeah.
thank you and stuff like that, but sometimes I can't catch all of it depending on what's going on my stream, and I feel bad. Really, I do feel
Mm.
bad. But yeah.
So if you had the opportunity now to say something to all those people, what would you say?
Huh. Uh, tune in when I'm not busy. I don't know. They can do whatever they want. I mean,
Don't follow me. I'm trying to raid.
well, I don't know. It's just something I have to, I guess, sort of try to work on somehow.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I think some people in the Twitch chat are saying lots of follow responses are automated. I don't know,
Mm.
but that's also the reason why I try to welcome people who come to my Discord server like manually. I add them and say, "Hey, welcome to the server," rather than let a
Mm.
bot do it. I find, again, going back to what you said about technology earlier, I feel like a lot of it sort of makes us socially impersonal,
Yeah.
which I don't think is a particularly good thing. But so that's why I try to make things as personal or amicable as much as I can through either Discord or stream. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Discord is a great tool to connect with the people and the community. And but you, it's like you are you doing the stream part time or full time?
What is considered full time and half time? Like,
Uh,
I don't know.
let's see. We can check your schedule. You're streaming 6 days a week. I would say that you're full timer.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes 6 days a week. Sure, I guess I'm a full timer at the moment.
Okay.
Looks like a skeever.
Let's see here. Yeah, but so you you're a full timer on Twitch, and you are studying history also full time, right?
Yes, yes, I am. I'm
Yes.
uh, I'm trying to finish up a degree or two
Mm.
while I'm doing ESO and so forth. So yeah, I got both the stream to handle, and beyond that, I also have YouTube, the website, plus life.
Exactly. So how tell us how do you manage your time?
How do I manage my time?
Yeah.
Uh, I sleep as little as possible, and that's it. That's pretty much it. You just work around that.
Okay. Okay.
It's a little unhealthy, but it's whatever.
How much do you regularly sleep?
Depends on the day. Sometimes I can sleep for as long as 7, 8 hours. Sometimes I sleep for as little as 3 hours. Sometimes I don't sleep at all. Actually,
Three.
this past week, this on Thursday or Wednesday, I didn't go to sleep because I had a lot of work to do, and I stayed awake until about Thursday midnight ish, Thursday 1 a.m. from Wednesday 12 a.m. Basically, it's like I was up for more than 24 hours. Yeah, because I knew if I fall asleep, it's over. I can sleep when I'm dead.
For everyone who's listening and watching the stream of this podcast right now, do you know that Nefas doing full-time streaming, full-time studying, doing YouTube videos and managing a website and doing social life? If you haven't subbed to him
I don't have a
already,
social
please
life.
do. Let's see here. So how does your family support you?
uh, well, family's a bit complicated, but for the most part, not really support. It's whatever. It's just like it's just whatever. Like
Okay.
to support the stream or like support life, or it's a broad
Yes,
question.
support the stream because the stream is it's a big part of your life, right?
I suppose it is, but I don't really get. support from them. No,
You don't really get support.
no,
No.
no. And I like to keep it that way. I like to keep whatever public life I have apart from my private life, pretty much. So they did actually ask me once, some of my relatives, hey, can I check your stream out? Can I check out what you're doing? First of all, I'm not gonna give them the fucking. I'm not gonna give them my stream link because one,
Yeah.
it's a bit awkward, and I wouldn't give my link to family members. And I don't know. I just like to keep it separate. You get enough support from us. True.
So I think there's a lot of people here on Twitch that are trying to reach for something that you actually have accomplished. You actually made it to Twitch partner. If you can like send out a message to all those people's parents or supporting people around them, what would you tell them?
You're asking what I would tell people, what I would tell the family members of the people we're trying to get for Twitch partner?
Exactly.
I don't know. I guess give them space and let them do their thing. That's pretty much it. I don't know what else I would say to the family members. I would just be like, if it makes them happy, go for it. That's pretty much it. Where are my other ferrets? They're gone. They disappeared.
Cool.
They don't want to be held by me. Serious journalist.
There was some deep stuff. Maybe we can get up a bit more to the surface again.
Oh yeah, I need some oxygen.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing a lot of raids. And
Yes.
how do you prepare for the raids?
Depends on the type of raids.
Yeah.
If it's like a score push or something serious like that, I wake up in the morning, read the Quran, then go to Catholic church, go to a monastery, count some prayer beads. But I mean, in terms of preparation, it's just mostly making sure your CP is correct, your gear is correct. You got the potions, you got the food, and then it's all about. Honestly, after that, it just comes down to your mentality. Mentality can actually determine quite a lot of things for a raid, not just for yourself, but for a raid. Like especially if you're raid leading. If you're like, and I do this quite a bit, unfortunately. Like if I'm feeling down or whatever, my calls with my voice are going to be pretty sad or off-putting to a lot of people. So it's always best to try to, even if you're not feeling it, try to be upbeat or neutral.
Yeah, because I watched some of your raids actually, and I've seen you're actually a great leader, and
I don't think I'm a great leader, no. Definitely not.
No, but come on, you have some great like what do you say, leader attribute? You always trying to like lift up your other members and who you actually are working with, and
very debatable if I'm trying to lift them up. I don't know. I don't know. In terms of the raid, it's like I just treat it sort of as not a job, but like a. It sounds weird because for a lot of people, especially in ESO, the community, most of the community in ESO regard raiding as it's something extra or something that you shouldn't have to work towards. But if you look at the streams, if any person watching this right now look at the streams I do when we're working on doing like a no death run, something like that, or speed run, there's a lot of work that goes into it behind the scenes. Like what people see on the YouTube videos are the result, not the process.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just treat it sort of like a I don't know how to describe it. Not a job, but something that needs to be done. That's it. Say something toxic.
No, but you're doing the stream professionally, and why shouldn't you do like the things you're doing in the game kind of professionally, right?
Um, I guess, but it's not. I want to have fun.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like I just kind of want to drop everything, go to the beach, let the waves carry me out, and I don't know, dude.
Mm.
so so like I don't know. It's a bit of a precarious balance for me between work and pleasure. I feel like most of the time when I go into the game now, it's mostly work, and trying to become a content creator is work. Actually, it's honestly just work.
Yeah.
It's kind of unfortunately sapped away a lot of the joy and fun out of just playing the game because now you're expected, not expected, but now you want to like make stuff for others, and
Mm.
that can be joyless at times.
Yeah. Do you let your viewers know that?
Do I let the viewers know that, or do I like to let the viewers know that?
Uh, uh, do you let your viewers know that you're like maybe pushing out the joy of the game sometimes and stuff like that?
I think people sort of understand that's it's sort of a
Mm.
given when you're trying to make a build video or something that you're not really. I don't know. I guess it depends on the content creator too. I know some people who are theory crafters who absolutely love testing shit for hours and hours. Me, I'm not like that. I just want to enjoy it. I just want to get into the moment of it rather than do some of the stuff I do. But it's whatever.
Yeah. So, do you have like moments when you are like not doing dungeons or raids or trying to break a world record? Do you have like moments that you just want to, play the game, go and watch some great views, or maybe do some housing, or do you have
Oh
any
yeah, for
time like
sure.
that?
Before I
Yeah.
was a raider, before I was even a PvP or anything like that, I was actually a quester. I just all I did was quest for the first year, for the most part
Mm.
of of me playing ES. So this was years ago, years and years ago. I
Yeah.
just quested. And I haven't I actually haven't finished a couple of the stuff that have been released, like Elsewhere. I haven't
Mm.
finished it. I haven't finished Dragonhold, and I
Yeah.
haven't even really started on live on Hero Storm. So, and I think that's sort of a byproduct of me doing content creation. I just don't have time to do it anymore. But I would like to,
Yeah. Exactly.
although I don't really have the time. In
Yeah.
addition to all the life and shit
Do you feel pressured to only do raids and PvP when while you stream?
on the stream. No.
Uh,
Well,
oh.
sort of.
Okay.
I think the stream channel has become a bit more known for just raids rather than battlegrounds or PvP or something.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know. Questing on stream is so fun. Yeah, maybe.
But I I actually think we can wrap it up there, Nefas. It was really really great
Perfect.
to uh, to get to know you a bit better, to actually hear a bit of your story and how you are dealing with the joy of gaming
The joy of gaming.
and how streaming is affecting you and and things that you actually enjoy in game. It's actually great to hear. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I I just want to say that this whole thing was a recorded podcast now, so we will release this podcast in a couple of days. If anyone is has just arrived and want to get to know Nefas a bit more, uh, you'll do some minor marketing for that, right?
Sure, sure, sure,
To
sure.
to let people know. Awesome, awesome,
I'll
awesome.
probably publish this VOD on YouTube.
Hmm?
Yep.
Sounds really good. So thank you, Noahs, so much, and take care of yourself and your community, and of course your ferrets also.
Okay. Thanks for the interview.
Yeah, take care of yourself. Bye bye.
Bye bye.